Back in October, the Seahawks dominated their first matchup against the 49ers. Can San Francisco avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. On third down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh?
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end.
Red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Here's Sermon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Good job, D.
The numbers for Sermon in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Lance, and it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. From midfield, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Sermon. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. So not much left here before we reach halftime as the offense is out there now hoping to put together a scoring drive before they head to the locker room. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
To throw, it's Lance. That'll be complete to Sermon.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Throwing is Lance on third down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
From the gun on third down, Lance drops this one down to Sermon.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
And Lance now to throw.
And that is incomplete. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. Now Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
from midfield now. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So in Seahawk football, as we march toward a conclusion, they've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. One final try now for Lance. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Seahawks, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.